Gavin, a smart driver here on the channel, was unsuccessful on his first driver's test. He got in touch with me here on the channel. I said, hey, let's shoot some videos. We'll help other smart drivers and we'll get you a license in the process. That's what we're going to do today. Stick around. We'll be right back with that.
Feels so slow.
Oh, 30 is just, especially in newer cars, right? I mean, in my car, the buggy.
Yeah.
But you get new cars like this, and you're just like, oh my god, I could walk faster.
Yeah, I ride the speed on my one wheel and it feels so fast. And then in the car, it's different. Also, the 40 zone by Cowlake.
So make sure you keep your speed down
yeah.
until that side there, right? Because that's the back of the... That's technically the end of this thing, so we'll go left here.
Yeah.
So complete stop. That wasn't a complete stop.
Oh, you gotta wait till the jiggle?
Yeah. You gotta wait until it kind of settles back, right? You don't have to manipulate the steering wheel back. You can keep it in contact with your palms and just open your fingers and let it slide. And then when it stops sliding, just close your fingers.
I think it just comes out of habit, because like you feel like you have more control.
Not so much. You know where that whole manipulation of the steering wheel in two hands comes from?
Where?
That was like back in the day when we didn't have power steering.
Oh.
So that's like from 40 years ago. Because cars in the last 40 years have all had power steering.
So does the power steering, like, when you're, so like if I let go kind of and let it change back, is that because of the power steering?
Yes.
Or, yeah.
Part of the power steering is part of the, you know, just physics of going around corners, and the steer tires want to be straight, right? Because the car, the least amount of resistance is when the vehicle is going straight.
Yeah.
Right? As opposed to when you're turning, the car wants to go that way, but the steer tires are going that way, right? I didn't even know there was a 40 down here.
Oh, it's so bad.
Oh, that's painful.
I know. Every single time I drive to work, I'm like, this is so annoying.
It's like, oh my god. Somebody watched one of my videos this morning because they're having a cold snap in Texas right now, and everybody's watching my winter driving videos, right?
That's
and
funny.
One's commented this morning on my winter driving, but they're like, that's a whole bunch of rolling stops you did, and it's like, do you actually think that I drive like a driving instructor and to pass a driver's test every day? I don't drive like that. Nobody drives like that.
Yeah. Like driving at exactly 40.
Oh my god, driving the speed limit. Not gonna happen.
I have an electric bike. I removed the speed limiter on it, but I can speed through here.
40 kilometers an hour, you can almost speed through here on a bicycle. And you had a good 10-speed racing bike, right?
Oh yeah. I just use the throttle. Yeah. I love electric things. Have you ever driven an electric car before?
No, I haven't. Let's turn left here at the light.
Okay. We're going onto the highway?
We'll go up to the college and go right onto the highway and back into town.
That scared me.
Nice.
How do you see what the speed limit is here? Is it just 50?
I'm pretty sure it's 50.
Oh yeah. I always get get so like anxious coming. Like I've never driven down here, but like when I'm sitting in the passenger seat, I see like this. The road is so narrow and it's so windy. Or it's like when you're sitting in a side by side with somebody, you don't trust them. I'd rather be driving it.
I want to be in the power seat.
Yeah. But it's also so scary when you're in a car with somebody who's texting while driving, and you see them swerve a little bit.
Yeah, that's not good. That's not good.
Yeah.
But there was a study by the AAA, the American Automobile Association, in like 2008, and 33% of Americans, which is like 100 million people, admitted to texting and driving.
Yeah.
Like, didn't you get the memo?
Yeah, I think they'd only admit to that if it was like anonymous. But if they had a way like a way to catch people, then they'd make so much money.
Yeah. Your speed management is really good.
Thank you. So let's say that it's like snowy here on like my test, and
We're gonna go right here. So the other thing you want to do in the snow is when you're coming up to turn like this,
yeah,
it might be icy. So you want to slow down back. You got an acceleration lane here.
okay,
So stay in the acceleration lane, get going, put your signal on. And there you go. Nice. So now get your 3-second following distance. There you go. So you know how to measure that?
I think so. Yeah, I'm speeding though.
So as soon as he goes past the sign there,
Yeah.
1001, 1002, 1003. Excellent.
I think it's easier to measure like car distance though.
You mean
But-
like lengths of cars
Yeah.
at speed? Okay, so stay topside. You're drifting out of your lane there. And if you get Andreas, that's his pet peeve.
Oh.
You touch that line, you touch either line on either side, that's 5 points.
Oh.
So when you go around a curve, you always want to stay top side. So if you're going to the right, you want to stay to the left. If you're going to the left, you want to stay right.
I think I'm better like in city. I don't go on the highway much.
We'll fix that too.
Everyone is speeding.
Yeah. This is, everybody does 70, 80 kilometers an hour in here.
Yeah. I'm gonna drive everyone bonkers.
Yep. Just focus on what you're doing and just ignore them. I know that's hard because there's a lot of pressure when it comes to driving, right? It's like
Yeah.
you're just feeling like, oh my God, hurry up and go. And you're just like, you got to overcome that.
Yeah. And it's so easy to just like get carried away and match your speed with other
Yeah, and just keep up with the traffic flow.
people. Yeah.
And after you get your license, that's what I encourage you to do, because then you're predictable, right? You're keeping up with traffic. And I've had a few people, not a lot of people, but I've had a few people come on the channel and say, oh, you're encouraging people to speed. I'm like, no, I'm encouraging people to be safe.
And you're supposed to check your mirrors every like 8 to 10 seconds, right?
Yeah. So far down the road, check this mirror, down the road, both shoulders. Check your wing mirror,
Yeah.
far down the road, and then just repeat that instrument panel.
We're just going straight.
We're going to take a right here. So your signal shoulder check. Get in as soon as it starts. Right as soon as it starts, get in there. Just, no, don't speed up.
Oh.
You want to. The other thing about driving in the snow is you want to do your braking when the vehicle is in a straight line.
Yeah.
You get into trouble when the vehicle goes from this to this or to this, and then you're braking.
We're going. Oh.
Yeah, we'll go around to the right. And see this becomes its own lane, so you don't have to, you just make sure you don't merge in beside another vehicle.
Yeah.
And we're going to change lanes, and we're going to turn left onto 27th. So right here, mirror signal shoulder check. And then get right into that turning lane as soon as it starts. Slow down, slow down.
Oh, that's there. I can go down?
Yep. Not now.
Okay.
Your gap.
Is it on the other side of... That's a tight turn.
Yes, it's on the other side of that hazard obstruction sign. So now your gap's coming, so start moving forward. And now turn. Because you're on the yellow, you gotta go. Now watch the Jeep, move in behind the Jeep. Nice. And go.
That's scary. Like the tightness of that turn.
Yep. We're going to make a left at the traffic light.
Okay.
So start slowing down back here because there's a bit of snow on here. Get your signal on, mirror signal shoulder check, right into the turning lane.
I can't see it.
Yeah, it's kind of right here.
Okay.
Slow down, slow down, slow down. No, don't turn your steering wheel. Now go straight. Nice and slow. Keep going, keep going. Go, 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 go. You just need to, before you start turning, you need to drive into the intersection a little bit farther.
Okay.
Now stay back, because this might be icy, right?
Yeah.
And you don't want to get up to where you actually want to stop and find out that, oh, wait a minute, I'm not going to get stopped. I'm going to park in his trunk.
I can stop behind the line there.
Yeah.
We're going
Turn
straight?
right here.
Okay.
So stop back here and then creep up to where you want to go. So stop before the sidewalk. So when it's like this and you can't see the road markings,
Yeah.
make sure you stop before the sidewalk. And then we'll go left at the traffic light. And again, so just slow down back here. Slow down, slow down, slow down. Now kind of creep up to the where you want to stop at the intersection. That way you're actually going to get stopped where you want to stop. You're not going to get to the intersection go, oh my God, it's icy.
We're just going straight.
Yep. Yeah, if I don't tell you to turn, just continue to go straight.
Okay.
And stop right there. Tires,
Okay.
This is where you got dinged, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a little bit too close.
I also put my seat really high, so...
Yeah. So clear contact, tires clear contact with the pavement
Yeah.
for the examiner. It doesn't matter whether you can see it or not, so it's better to be just a little bit back. So same thing, that person is turning. So again, as soon as they turn their signal on and you know they're turning, start just get your foot off the throttle. Right there, that's perfect.
Sweet.
And there's a few reasons for that. One is that if somebody comes up and they're going to rear end you and you're not going to get stopped while you're sitting there and you're looking in the mirror, right? Somebody comes up, you can tap your brake lights, flash your brake lights by pumping the brake pedal a couple of times and then move forward. And oftentimes that one kind of car length is enough to get them stopped so they're not going to park in your trunk.
Yeah.
Or if the person breaks it down in front of you, you don't have to back up. You can just drive out around them.
This Roundabout? That's sweet. I love roundabouts.
I lived in Australia for 5 years. They have roundabouts. In Australia, they mean go faster.
This one?
See, it's a bit icy.
Yeah.
It's a bit icy.
I didn't know which one to come out, so.
That's fine. No, that's good. It's kind of what I wanted anyway. You're like a mind reader. Okay, you see that car?
Yeah.
Did you see him move forward?
Yeah.
Okay, so as soon as he's moving forward like that in a driver's test and for defensive driving, you want to say to yourself, oh, you're off the throttle, I see him.
Okay.
Because you never want the driving examiner to have the pucker factor. Because once they go like this, it's over.
Yeah.
You never want the driving instructor, the examiner, to do that.
I'm on this crosswalk. Right there.
Yeah.
Is there a way to turn on the rear? I don't know how to do that.
Yep. It's right here.
We're just going straight again?
Yep. So that guy's turning, so he's in the turn, so now you can move forward. You're not going to block the intersection on the other side, so now you can.
Okay.
You don't have to slow down. Just kind of process all that and move up. But you don't want to sit in that intersection because that's an automatic fail.
Yeah.
Right? If you move into that intersection, you can't clear it. You want to, if you know that you can't get on the other side, so you can clear it, sit back there. Otherwise, it's bad news. That's one of the automatic fails. So you're a little bit close here.
Okay. Maybe I'll put my seat down.
Yeah, I thought it was funny that it's just like, I'm like, yeah, it's like, oh, it's 1:45. Oh, look outside, it's snowing.
I hate how the throttle feels different every time you move your seat.
Yep. There's actually some vehicles that you can adjust the height of the pedals.
Oh, that'd be nice.
So the traffic light will turn left.
Okay.
Rear signal shoulder check. Right into, there's a turning lane here. Slow down, nice. Now, keep going, keep going. You just need to bring your speed down just a little bit in your turns. Getting in there a bit hot. First intersection after the traffic light will turn right.
Okay.
So that's right here where this fire truck cautionary sign is. So.
Oh, damn it, hot again.
Yeah. So on those really tight right turns like that, you should be down like 10, 12 kilometers an hour.
Okay.
We're going to turn left here. So again, here where you can kind of see the line there, right?
Yeah.
But if you can't see the line, there is a sidewalk here. Make sure you stop before the sidewalk. See, it's definitely icy now.
Yeah. Nobody's driven on here much.
No. We'll turn left at the controlled intersection. So if they use that language, they usually don't, but if they do, controlled intersection means stop sign, yield sign, traffic lights.
Yeah.
So you stopped here, now you can kind of creep up. After you come to a complete stop, then you can kind of creep up so you can see.
So it's going to be like a icy turn.
Yeah, and when it's a bit slippery like that, then it's good to wait and you can just proceed. And then again, we're not in a hurry because it's a red light, right?
Yeah.
No, your driving is good. You just got a couple of little things to tweak and
I gotta break those habits and I think I need to. I'm talking so loud. I need to work on my shoulder checking too. I think because that was one of the other things I got marked for.
Yeah. Well, shoulder check is critical, right?
Yeah.
Turn right at the next intersection.
So up there.
Yeah. So shoulder check half a block before. So right here, near signal shoulder check. Quick turn of the head. We're slowing down. And then we just kind of creep up, right? Perfect.
Okay, so like 2 inches above the hood.
And when it's like this and you're kind of sitting in a queue of cars, a line of cars like this, just kind of shoulder check real quick again, right?
Yeah. And then shoulder check again right here.
And then stop here. You have to stop the line.
Yeah.
Now you can move up so you can see. Okay. And the car's coming. Quick shoulder check right now. Go. So that was a perfect example of an intersection where you're going to do more than a couple of shoulder checks because you're sitting in a line and you're kind of there for a while and the traffic situation can change on you. So because it can change when you kind of move up halfway in the queue there. Now see here, this is the trick here. What's going to happen here?
Oh.
Where are you?
Yeah, I'm supposed to put stuff back there.
Yeah, you're in the intersection.
Yeah.
That's a tricky one. I actually have a video on that intersection.
Yeah.
And for exactly that, don't sit in the intersection.
I'm gonna figure out how to turn on the rear wipers.
Should be this one right here.
Sweet.
But don't do it with my camera on there.
Okay. Oh yeah. I can barely. I can see it's good.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah.
It's not my GoPro, so
Oh.
it's a mate of mine.
So is this too far? This is right.
No, this is perfect.
Okay, sweet.
So see there, you can 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004. See, that's perfect.
Sweet.
Yeah, so work on your shoulder checks. So approximately half a block before you're going to turn, shoulder check. And then stop sign, you want to stop at the correct position.
Yeah.
And then if you can't see, most of the time you're going to have to move up after you come to a complete stop, right? We'll do it right here. Nice. So mirror signal shoulder check. And shoulder checks is just quick 90 degrees. You're turning your head a little bit too far.
Okay.
Okay, nice and slow here. Slow. Because this is where you're going to do your checks. You don't want to be on the crosswalk.
Yeah.
Okay, and perfect. Yep. So what's happening with your shoulder checks on your turns is you're not starting soon enough.
Okay.
And what's happening is you're trying to cram too much into too little time. Whereas if you start a little bit sooner,
then I can do a nice.
Yeah, you won't feel like you're crowded.
Yeah.
We'll turn right at the next intersection, or at the controlled intersection of the traffic light there.
I had another question, but I forgot.
That's all
Probably
good.
come back.
Now you got snow. So that's the trick to snow. It's right there. Slowing down back from where you actually want to stop and then kind of creeping up.
Yeah. I hope it goes away. I've been waiting for like sweater weather.
You and me both. I'm ready for winter to be over.
My aunt like hates the snow because she hates driving in it. Or running right?
Yeah. I have a rental property on the island.
Oh, nice.
And we went down there in October, and they got snow on the connector. And let me tell you, I've driven a lot of places in the world. That was some of the worst snow. The Coke Hollow was actually closed. We had to go up the canyon.
It's always closed.
And wow. So shoulder check now. Quick shoulder check. And you're good. Scan the intersection. We're going. Cars over there are good. Right into your lane.
I gotta get used to doing that turning thing that you taught.
Yeah, just keep your palms in contact and just open your fingers. When it stops spinning, just close your fingers and readjust.
Yeah.
There's a video on steering too. There's a video on everything.
Nice. Soon there's going to be a video on me.
Yep. This year, once I get going here, I'm going to start doing all the CDL stuff.
What's that?
Tractor trailer.
Oh.
CDL stands for Commercial Driver's License. It's an American term.
Yeah.
So tractor trailers, buses, trucks. Because that's what I did mostly, was teach tractor trailer driving.
I parallel parked a trailer once. It was kind of fun. Well, like it was on private property, but it took me like 6 minutes. I hate how you turn one way. Like just the turning is so confusing because it doesn't happen until it does.
It's a bit daunting for guys in tractor trailer units that have never backed up a trailer before,
yeah.
and you're like, oh, okay, this is going to be different.
So, I don't remember what the question was. So every time you see the car in front of you move, then you shoulder check? Like at an intersection?
Not so much. It's kind of, there. You were there for probably, like 30 seconds, 40 seconds. That's a long time to be at an intersection. And a lot of things can change. So in the summertime, or when we're not getting snow, then you might get a cyclist that creeps up on the inside of you, right? So you're just checking to see if there's any road users there. And because traffic is always changing, you're observing for that changing traffic condition that may or may not occur, right?
Yeah. And then, like, you see how the lines are more worn in, like, where the tires were, but the line is right there.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, he's got a big dually.
Everyone else in front of them is, like, the exact same. They're, like, over that line. So...
Yeah, no, you're in the right place.
So during the test, if this happens, should I stay on the snow, or do I follow the road?
Yeah, stay... If you can see that line, because we can see that line, right?
Yeah.
Then stay over here.
Okay.
Right? Because they're in their lane. That lane of traffic is in their lane. I don't know why all of these people, these drivers feel the need to be in the bicycle lane.
Yeah.
And the countdown timers too, just keep an eye on those.
So you know when it's going to go orange.
And we'll go right at the next intersection just to get out of the traffic so that you'll have plenty of opportunity in your lifetime to sit in congestion.
Yeah. And it's probably going to be really annoying in a manual, right?
So here, mirror signal shoulder check, and then just quick shoulder check just before, and then turn and go around the corner. No, it's not too bad in a manual. You just stay back farther, and then you can just stay in one gear. And then you're not shifting and pushing in the clutch all the time and whatnot.
Is there like a good way to back into a parking spot?
Yep.
Okay. Because what I did is I backed up, I just looked out the window the entire time, and then I asked him if I could correct it, and he said sure. Oh, I gotta slow down sooner.
Yeah. Nope, that's not a stop.
Like that.
That's a stop. We'll do a left here. Yeah, don't run those stop signs. The train cops will get you. Have you seen the train cops in Vernon?
Oh, no.
Yeah, so you want to brake in a straight line.
Yeah.
And then you want to go around the corner without any throttle or any brake. Because especially on snow and slippery conditions, because you could potentially lose control, right?
Yeah.
Because the car, because you're turning the wheels, the car wants to go that way.
Yeah.
Right? And if you got your foot on the brake, now you've locked up the wheels, and the car's gonna go that way.
Oh yeah. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. I can't accelerate very fast anymore. It's okay. Yeah, it's weird. My uncle told me to try stopping way before, just to get a feel for how it's gonna be, and then.
Yeah, so here, exactly what your uncle said to you is you just want to test the conditions, just touch the brakes and see if it's slippery.
Yeah.
Nice. You got it stopped.
I'm still in front of the line.
That's okay. You stopped and didn't proceed through the intersection, because had you proceeded through the intersection, that would have been an automatic fail.
Yeah.
Because on yellows, if you go through the intersection on a yellow and I look up, the examiner looks up through here and sees the light go red when you're going through,
Yeah.
that's an automatic fail. And it takes a bit of practice to kind of figure out, do I stop, do I go kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
I've had guys in tractor trailers lock it up.
I can't see the light. This is so annoying.
So just look farther down the road
Yeah.
and just follow the traffic, because for the most part the traffic's going to drive on the road, right?
What's up with this guy?
We're not sure whether they're parking. They don't have a signal on. Nope, she's sitting there.
I guess it's gonna go orange then.
No, it's green. It's green.
I thought you said
How much more green do you want?
yes.
I don't like that shade of green. I would like a very different one. Maybe some brown and yellow. I like that very much.
So keeping an eye on the crosswalk countdown. How long after does it usually?
It depends on the intersection. We're going to go right at this intersection here.
Slippery.
Yep.
Okay.
Some of them, as soon as it hits zero, will go yellow. Some will, there'll be a pause. So you got a pedestrian here. Wait. Oh, he's going that way. Always best to err on the side of caution.
Yeah. We're going right again?
We're going to go straight. We'll go right at the next controlled intersection.
So shoulder check, you turn your head like this far, and then...
90 degrees.
Okay.
So just like that. Boom. Yeah, you don't have to look in the back seat.
I did that so many times. He also said I shoulder checked too much, but I missed 2 shoulder checks too, so... yeah. But everyone was like saying that they failed because of the shoulder checking, so I was like... turning my head way too much.
The only time you shoulder check
When you're turning.
when you're turning, or move the vehicle sideways. Right, so lane changes. Anytime, say you're in a parking lot and you move sideways, you shoulder check, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I have mine on March 2nd, my test. So I'm excited for that, if I pass.
You will.
Hopefully.
You will. We're going to turn right at the next intersection.
Let's see. And then how early back are you supposed to, probably like...
So start slowing down, slow down.
Okay.
Especially when you got a pedestrian in the intersection. So again, make sure you come to a complete stop at that red light, right?
Yeah.
You want to feel the body settle back over the chassis.
I gotta like write down a list of things to work on.
Those aren't like serious, like, you know, you'll get away with it, you'll get a couple of concessions on those.
Yeah.
But if you do it consistently where you're
Then
not
it's-
stopping, then, you know, that those little things all add up, right? We'll go right at the... No, we'll go up to the next intersection and go right. So, you know, there you go. Nice. Nicely done. Nicely done.
Thank you. It didn't even signal.
Nope.
Just yank.
And you know, don't think that that's not going to happen. That happens all the time. It's one of those things. Yeah, so we'll go right at this intersection. So big head movement. So get your head 90 degrees when you're shoulder checking.
Okay. What? This person doesn't know how to signal.
This person is probably lost or a senior driver. So it's kind of like once you get a bit of experience in driving, you're kind of like, okay, they pulled out in front of me and now they are not sure where they're going.
Yeah.
So then that tells you to just increase your space and leave space between you and them, because they're gonna, if they've already done two things that's unpredictable, they're gonna do something else that's unpredictable, right?
Oh, now they're signaling.
Yeah, so see, they didn't get in the turning lane as soon as it starts.
Yeah.
Now, you saw the emergency vehicle go past the ambulance?
I didn't see that. I heard it though.
Okay, so if you have an emergency vehicle in your path somewhere,
Yeah.
like you're driving down the highway here and they come up, make sure that you get stopped immediately, because that's an automatic fail. If you're sitting at an intersection, sometimes it's best just to stay there, right? And let them go around you. But that's a fail on a driver's test too.
Because if you're completely stopped, then you're more predictable because you can't do
Totally.
anything.
Totally.
Can I stop for this guy?
Yep. Unfortunately, you missed her.
Oh, I didn't. Yeah.
There you go. So half a lane past, then you can go. Yeah, so just watch those two crosswalks, because there's a crosswalk on each side of that intersection.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, I had a young guy who was teaching truck driving here in town. In the morning, he comes in, he had his driver's test the next day. He's like, I got this. And so we're coming down the hill, Hospital Hill, into town, and an ambulance comes out. And I was like, all right. The ambulance turned off on 25th. And I was like, bummer. So then he gets down, he gets across 25th, and he's going up the highway. And a fire truck comes out. And he just kept going.
I feel like the wheels are going to slip when I accelerate.
And I looked at him and I said, you just failed your driver's test.
Oh, you told him like right as he was driving?
Just as he was driving past the fire truck and he didn't stop. He didn't come to a stop. I said, you just failed your driver's test. He was like, what? What do you mean? Yeah. I said, well, what does an emergency vehicle mean?
Yeah.
That wasn't the best one I ever had.
Oh, jeez.
The best one I ever had was a guy in a tractor trailer, and we come up to a T intersection, and you could go right. And I said to him, I said, make a right turn here. And it was a red light.
Oh.
And he just like come up to the corner, and he just like went right around the corner. He didn't even stop or slow down or anything. And I come around the corner, I just started laughing. I was like, he's like, what's so funny? I said, what does a red light mean?
In this roundabout, where do you want me to come out?
Go straight.
Okay. Yeah, we have like a massive roundabout in Chilliwack. Actually, we have a few of them now. In Chilliwack, that's where I used to live.
Okay.
They're so fun. And they're so...
Scan, because that's where they're going to come from, right?
Yeah.
Stay off the slip.
Oh. Yeah.
Signal if you can. Out. That's the middle part's the truck apron, right?
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't see the middle part. I never think about what the temperature is. Anything between like 16 and like 25, I don't notice. I wonder if I can run this fast.
25 kilometers an hour?
30, yeah.
It's 25, 30 kilometers. You might be able to do flat out. But you'd be flat out.
Yeah.
It's a push for me to get my bicycle going that fast.
Yeah.
Go right in the controlled intersection.
I don't think that was a complete stop.
No, it was good. You were back a little bit far when you stopped, like just the sidewalk was on the other side there, but you could just as long as, like when it's like this and the street's all covered,
Yeah.
as long as you stop before the sidewalk and then you can, there's no pedestrians, then you can just inch forward.
Yeah. I heard like a week ago, there was people sliding through the intersection and had their windows open. They're like, ah.
That's funny. That's funny. So here, because you're going downhill a little bit, you want to slow down back farther because you got gravity pushing you, right?
Yeah, I felt that slip.
Yeah. And that's basically the trick to driving in snow is that you just slow down back from where you actually want to stop, creep up to where you want to stop, and keep it in a straight line, because as soon as it goes out of that straight line, especially if you got speed, then
my cousin has her in, and she was whipping around, like she usually whips around corners. And I was like, you're gonna want to slow down here, and then she's like, no, I'll be fine. And then she tries turning and it just doesn't. I guess I should have stopped there.
Yeah, I didn't really see him either.
Yeah, I just saw them like.
Until he was kind of giving you the stink eye.
Yeah.
You ain't stop. I had a kid on a skateboard. I've got him on dash cam that just like comes up and skates right out in front of the crosswalk, and I was kind of not really paying attention because I drive through here all the time because jiu-jitsu's up there. I train at NAS. And I go by there every day, right? Well, 3-4 times a week.
I joined an ultimate team last year, right at like before spring break, and then COVID hit. I showed up for half a practice, and that was it.
And you're like, oh my god, that really sucks.
Yeah. I love frisbees though; they're so satisfying. Just saying it like hover.
Yeah, there's something really satisfying about when you just get it. It just...
Yeah. I can see why people are so scared of the highways when it's like this.
Watch the video I put up 3 weeks ago on black ice. I was going to the island, and I hit black ice north of Westwold.
Oh jeez, you got that on video too?
Yeah, I got it on video.
Yeah, one of my first purchases once I get my car. I'm gonna get a dash cam.
So we'll turn right here. So shoulder check, perfect. Get over into the turn. There's a turning lane here. Slow down, slow down, slow down. Nope. Remember, you're on a highway.
Yeah.
They're doing 80, 90, 100 here. Left lane. So, when you do your lane changes, you want minimum 3 flashes on the signal. 1, 2, 3. Okay? And then move over. Okay? Slow down. We're going to turn left here. So, get hard on the brakes. Slow down, right? There you go.
I guess that's my first time drifting. Accidentally.
Now,
That is scary.
yeah, that's a big truck. I'm not sure. Oh, he's backing in there. He or she, probably he,
Yeah.
tends to be dominated by men.
Just gonna wait for him to fully go in.
There you go. Now you can go. That's what I did for the better part of 10 years.
What's your opinion on the Tesla Semi?
It's my whole opinion on all of electric cars is just not going to happen. We're not there yet. We're not even close.
Have you seen the specs of the new Tesla Roadster?
I'm sure it's stupid crazy.
Oh yeah. Because I think it's 1,000 kilometers on one charge.
We'll go right here. Well, they have to do something with how far they go because it was pretty awful. Like, the kid's mom had a Tesla and they sold it because, like, it wouldn't even go to Kamloops without a recharge from Kelowna.
What?
Yeah. So what they're telling you in the specs, so if they tell you 1,000 kilometers, if you get 750 out of it, then you're probably doing really well.
Yeah. It depends on how quickly you accelerate and all that stuff too. I guess I'm super slow here. But I have a friend that has a Tesla and he drives to from Chilliwack to Whistler to everywhere. Yeah, he loves that thing. But I think once you ride it once, then you're kind of attached.
Yeah. So again, gravity here. So slow right down.
Right.
And we're gonna see. I told you they don't stick.
Yeah.
Anyway, and we'll head back to your place.